Hello guys, it's Stephen here back with another video as ever. It's a transfer target video today talking about loads of transfer goodness and all that kind of stuff. And we've got a couple of confirmed transfers and one very pie in the sky transfer that we're going to discuss anyway. But before I go too far, as you've noticed, OneFootball are sponsoring this video. OneFootball, the brilliant OneFootball, my genuine hand and heart favourite football app on the market. It's absolutely fantastic. If you don't know anything about it, it's free. It gives you loads of updated news on the club that you follow. You can select Manchester City and they send you notifications about all the news that you need to know about straight to your phone. I get notifications throughout work and all that kind of stuff, and I sit there and notice it and thinking, I'm going to talk about it later, like I'm doing today. So go down the OneFootball in the link in the description below. It's really good, I promise you. I wouldn't lie to you, would I? I wouldn't lie to you. I would have lied to you. Go and download it. Go and download it. Go download it below. Right, today we got absolutely loads to talk about. A few little things kind of have been popping up recently. Not enough to kind of garner a video here and there, but there's been actually a couple of confirmed transfers. Instead of doing actual whole videos for them today, I thought I would in general just kind of talk about them together, because I don't think they're really worth individual videos. They're not like these are first team players or anything like that. Good players, but definitely not first team players. And the first one I'm going to talk about is Manu Garcia. Yep, the little 21-year-old magically gifted little creative midfielder has actually left Manchester City, but not on loan. Now, we all thought he was going to go on loan, given the fact that he's had a bit of time left on his contract and that kind of stuff. I think he had a year left. He'd been on loan at Toulouse and done pretty well there, allegedly, in a very tough league. He'd done very good at NEC Breda over the course of a couple of seasons there. Like, he starred for them, got in kind of like team of the weeks and all that kind of stuff, and they really liked him a lot there. Showed some incredible little moments of skill. But he's actually signed permanently for Sporting Gijon. Now, he was actually at Sporting Gijon as a kid in the academy before he came to Manchester City, so he's gone back to his home club. And I'm genuinely surprised by this. I thought he was going on loan there. I thought he'd extend his contract maybe, and then go on loan. And I guess maybe just see how he develops. But I guess it makes a lot of sense in the end, because I don't think City would have agreed to loan him to a Segunda Division team, because it made no sense that he'd go down the league, drop down there, and then try and basically work his way back up. And City wouldn't basically be able to judge his value in a year's loan in a second tier team in Spain. Having said that, being sold there, that is genuinely a turn of the books, but it makes a little bit more sense about him going to Sporting Gijon if it's going to be an actual transfer as opposed to a loan move. It's a 5-year contract, allegedly. There's absolutely no rumours about the fee in general, but the one thing that has been said is that the Spanish media are saying that Garcia was really determined to get there. So Sporting Gijon have basically been scrambling around to try and find the funds to get his transfer together and the 5-year contract. We don't really know if this has got a buyback clause or anything like that, so we don't really know that yet. It's not been kind of leaked out. I suspect it will do. It makes sense. Maybe it'll be a relatively higher one, given the fact that they won't want to sell a player who could potentially start for them for a couple of years on the cheap or something like that. Or maybe it's one of those things where we'll buy him back for cheap and then sell him onto a bigger deal to someone else, something like that eventually. But I really like Manu Garcia. I wanted him to keep linked to the club in a way, but it's a bit of a shame to know that we won't really see anything from him for at least 48 months. If Garcia is going to have a chance at Manchester City, be it via a buyback, then we're not going to know for a while, because we can't really learn if he's at our level via just a year in the second tier of Spanish football. He's got loads of ability. He's only small, obviously, but he's just exceptionally gifted, technically excellent. He's capable of some magic things on the ball. A little bit like Isco, I would say, stylistically. And like Isco, but obviously a lot lesser level, he needs to find a way to assert himself in games sometimes. Isco can do that. We all know that. But Isco has been accused of disappearing in games. Manu Garcia can do that as well. Very good player, and I'm happy for him, to be honest, that he's got to go home, back to where his family is. I presume they're based there. Obviously, it's a club that means a lot to him. And he gets a chance to build a career for him now. He's a very nice lad, from what I can tell, from what I gather. I think I spoke to him briefly a couple of years back, and he seemed lovely, polite, intelligent, courteous. So fair play to him. I'm surprised he's gone. Didn't expect that at all. But it's probably going to be a move that works out well for him. Maybe he won't come back to Manchester City as a result of that. But obviously, if you give these young lads a career and a chance to go and earn a good career in football, that's all that matters. Likewise, another lad who's been at Manchester City for 4 years now, Taylor Richards, has signed for Brighton. Now, I had a feeling he was going to leave. There's a lot of sort of kind of like signs of discontent roughly knocking about around his camp and stuff like that. He actually signed about 4 years ago when Jadon Sancho came, and I remember sitting at an under-18s game once and noticing these two lads behind me, thinking, I recognise them. And it was Taylor Richards and Jadon Sancho who just signed for Manchester City at that point. they're both hugely highly rated, both with this kind of street soccer kind of skill set where they were both great technically gifted and all that kind of stuff. And Taylor Richards was really highly rated as well. Not maybe quite to the level of Sancho, but people had a lot of belief in Taylor Richards, and rightfully so. I saw him. I remember about 3 years ago seeing a wait at Blackburn under 18s and watching him come on and basically win a game for the under 18s with a couple of goals, being fantastic. So much skill, so much technical ability, and almost this aura of self confidence. But unfortunately for him, he got a few injuries, a couple of serious ones that really slowed down his development. And when that happens, especially at the youth level, it's very hard then to get your confidence back and get the game time. And also, you end up behind the pecking order of a few people. Other people come in, play more games, and then you have to get going again. And it can be a real career staller, unfortunately. So sadly, it looks like he's going to leave Man City. He's 18 now, he'll probably be 19 next season. Well, he will be, that's how it works. Not probably, he literally will be. He's gone to Brighton, we're obviously a Premier League team. Graham Potter, I think, is there now. Is that right? Have I got that right? Have I just made that up? Is he at Brighton? He is at Brighton, I think. Graham Potter, yeah, he is, yeah. He's got a reputation to play some good football, so Taylor Richards could go there, learn from a very nice coach, a very technical coach, and maybe get his kind of Manchester City, not Manchester City, get his career back on track. The closest he came to the first team, he was on the bench for the second leg of the, I think it was the Burton game in the Carabao Cup, didn't get on that day. I like him a lot, very technical player, very intelligent. It's just, I think he's fallen behind a few players, in the pecking order, like Bernabé and Felix Lemaitre, and then Pervade and a lot out wide if he did play there. Foden, once again, same age, was a little bit older, but he's definitely ahead of him in the pecking order, and then Tommy Doyle and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be very hard for him, and I think this is, in the end, he's just about a right move for him. So good luck to Taylor Richards, a very talented player, but one maybe that can understand why he's left, because he's just obviously ahead of him these days. Hopefully, though, he makes a big name for himself over at Brighton, and I'm sure he'll probably get a game, maybe some cup competitions this season. Another one, Mbappe. Yep, that is a thing apparently. There's loads of reports going around today, mainly from Diego Torres Romano, who's from LPS, saying that Mbappe has like a class relationship allegedly with Guardiola. The Frenchman speaks to him every now and then, and playing under Guardiola is one day Mbappe's dream to develop his professional career, which sounds exciting, doesn't it? I mean, I'm feeling a lot of bullshit from this. I'm sure most players would want to play under Guardiola, but I'm not expecting this will mean anything at all, really. PSG apparently want to renew Mbappe's contract, but for this to happen, to give him this big bumper pay packet that he'd probably want, they have to get rid of Neymar, which I reckon they'll probably do, if we're being honest. The latest rumours is that Neymar will go to Barca, and Barca will send loads of money in a couple of players, something like that. But basically, they want to do this, give him this big contract to Mbappe after shipping off Neymar and making the cornerstone of their team, according to reports, and cancelling out the idea of Mbappe joining Manchester City next season. Now, this rumour is based around next season, not this year. Having said that, I just don't really think it'll happen, if I'm being honest. I don't think we'll have the wage structure to actually do it. I think we'll be able to pay the money, but I've got a feeling he'll be on such a high wage at this point that we won't go to it. Maybe I'm wrong. And also, I think Guardiola's only got only got 2 years left on his contract to Manchester City this season and next. He might extend that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. I got a feeling Guardiola won't be here for more than 5-6 years maybe, and Mbappe might not commit to a future where Guardiola might not be there for more than a year when he's actually there. So we don't really know if there's anything to this. Having said that, Aguero is probably going to be starting to wind down within the next couple of years, so Mbappe would just be an absolute incredible replacement, an incredible footballer, exceptionally gifted, and a man primed to step into that vacant slot with the likes of Cristiano and Lionel Messi when they eventually hang up their boots alongside some of our own, hopefully. Mbappe, I love him loads, obviously, but to me, it feels like pie in the sky stuff. This, so do not get your hopes up at all. Mangala, from Mbappe to Mangala. Something I never thought I'd do there. The latest rumour is that apparently, yep, and this one is actually a rumour, is that he might be going back to, well, not back to Belgium. You know what, I totally forgot he was in Belgium in the first place. He was at Standard Liège before he went over to Portugal. And he could be joining up with Mr. Vincent Kompany on a free transfer. Yep, free transfer. Why did we extend his contract then? I thought maybe we extended it because we thought we'd get him get a little fee for $1 million or $2 million here. But it looks like now we can't literally get rid of him. We can't shake him. He's like a cold that no one wants, which is unfortunate for Elegant because he seems like a nice guy and he's had a horrible, terrible time. But I mean, it'd be weird if we extend his contract and gave him away to free to Anderlecht. I mean, also as well, they've just got Sandler. They've also signed Vincent Kompany. Literally, he's a centre back and Sandler's there as well. Do they really want another centre back to sit there and probably get injured? If we're being honest. But Mangala will obviously go this summer. He should go this summer. We should have just let him go on a free transfer. Give him a nice little sign-off if you want to help him financially or whatever, and let him go. But that's all I'm going to talk about today. Manu Garcia Taylor Richards have left. Mbappe, I don't think there's anything there. Mangala maybe going to Anderlecht. It's interesting. It's weird. It doesn't really make much sense to me, if I'm being honest. And I can't see Mbappe, definitely not Mbappe. Mangala wanting to go back to Belgium. I think he'll just... I don't know where he'll end up. I have no idea where he'll end up. But it's a weird one, isn't it? A very weird one. Every now and then a club gets a dud, and our dud just so happened to be Mangala. Other than that, bit of random news. Mendy maybe back by end of September. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? I reckon that's probably just about schedule, but it just feels bleak. We all wanted him back for the start of the season, but it's not going to happen. He's going to spend a bit of time getting fit, which means we're going to see plenty of Angelino and Zinchenko, which I guess is going to be fun, going to be interesting. And also, don't forget as well, tomorrow we've got the friendly game against Wolves. I'll be doing a match reaction immediately after that, so don't forget to check that out. For now, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for One Football for sponsoring this channel, as they always do. Heroes, love One Football. Thank you to all these guys here who help support this channel. These are my Patreons, patreon.com/Esteemed Company. If you want to get involved, get a shout out, get your name in the credits and all that kind of stuff. Feel free and go for it. If not, though, thank you for watching these videos. Don't forget to get in the comments below and let me know what you think of all these transfer rumors today. Like this video, subscribe if you're new, do it, press the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bell and all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow.